What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again. And today we are going to be looking at ONEUS with Bring It On. I'm very excited to look at ONEUS because it's a new group. They have a lot of opportunity to grow and get better at what they're doing, and it's nice to see where they are now and maybe to see where they are in 5 years, which is always exciting because I love to see growth. I want to see where they were in the past, and then I want to see where they are in the future. Like always, before we start with the video, if you have any recommendations on videos you want me to check out next, put them in the comments below. And of course, if you do like the content you see right now, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you right now on the analysis. Alrighty, let's check out the comeback with ONEUS. Here we go. Beautiful shot, by the way. Wait, let me just analyze why I like this shot. Everything is just moving. Everything is about making it believe as if they are sitting in a truck. You have that wobble effect as if you were in a truck, and it's the correct kind of wobble. It's this sidewall wobble. It's not going like, you know, from side to side. If you were sitting in their position, it's really just the back and forth. Really nice. It's really just making me believe as if they were really sitting in a truck. But in reality, most likely it's just people on the outside shaking the truck. It's that simple, but really cool. Man, I don't like clowns at all. Wow, really, really cool. I think these kind of transitions are really hard for me to pull off. I don't know why, but they're just difficult. I don't see the rhythm yet. I want to learn it, but the moment where beat, it basically goes, you know, with frames, it tries to zoom in bit by bit, like doot, 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 you know, it's getting closer and closer on the beat. But here they even twist it a little bit. Look at this. Very nice. Man, that guy has abs. Face softening is terrible. I'll admit that. If I don't like it, I don't like it. It's just very extreme. These stars don't need it. Like, you know, it just destroys the entire face structure. Like here, for example, with the hair, you can see that the filter is literally going over the hair and it loses all its detail. It just, why do they need this? Use makeup, that's fine, but this is so extreme. And you can also see some of the effect actually going over their skin, which is really awkward. Like, why would they do this? Just a bit sloppy. I hope in the future they're going to get rid of it. Man, that guy is literally just ripped. Maybe they're going for a little bit of a one-ho effect here. I really like this room. I love that it's twisting. I love that all the elements are twisting. And again, it's all about making it believe as if they're really in this room. And, you know, in the past, I maybe explained wrongly why I don't like CGI or green screen. The main reason is that it doesn't look believable. But once you start integrating real props, elements which people can really interact with, it just makes it a little bit more believable as if they are there. And it makes it more beautiful. And here, for example, just the guns and the table and the floor are enough to make it look more and more realistic. Really good job here. Hold up. What was that? How did he do that? So he takes the gun. By the way, really a little bit of a fun fact. Do you see the little bit of an orange tip here? You know that is a fake gun, but that's okay. We don't want real guns pointed at people, you know? But wait, what is this? So he drops it? I want to analyze this. Hold up. So he really drops it. I think this is the real gun, and then he slaps it. I'm just wondering if that's a real gun. I can't say. It might really just be CGI. I need to see, but it might be real. The only thing is I just don't see it hit the table, which makes, like, it never touches the table. Do you see that? It keeps floating. So I think this is completely a CGI gun. But it's okay. It still looks good. I'm just being a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a dick, you know, trying to figure all these things out, but I like it. I really enjoy analyzing these type of videos and see how they are made and how good they actually are. But that was fantastic. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it until I finish this little scene. I think that's it, no? Okay, so this entire climax part, you know, the main scene, the main act, I would like to call it. I like it. It's a little bit slow though. You know, the choreography, whether you like it or not, is very simple. There's not a lot of movement elements or anything that's happening, which is okay. But the way it's captured, in my opinion, I just think it's a little bit too wide. They should have focused on the elements that are moving. For example, here, maybe on the hand movement a little bit. I don't know where to look here. I don't know what is the highlight of the entire choreography, but if they focus a little bit more also on those close-up details, those beauty shots, you know, if maybe just the hands doing their thing, or might have helped us a lot as well. You know, just to get a little bit more intensive with, or, well, not intensive, you're just intensifying the entire choreography by showing those small details. For example, when we look at Shiny, sometimes they focus on the feet alone, you know, just to make sure that we get that movement of the feet captured properly. And then we come to the second part of the climax, which is a little bit more hyper. For me, it's just a little bit too much flashing. I couldn't even see them because there's a lot of things happening on the screen and the choreography just blends away, sadly. And also they're close, and you know, it's a little bit too much going on here, which is fine. Again, maybe those beauty shots, those close-ups really could have helped here, and also maybe to make their clothes a little bit more distinct from the background. Maybe the black wasn't the right choice because it just blends a little bit too much with what's happening, you know, because we have those squares, we have a lot of patterns going on in the background. Maybe something white, something, you know, that stands out completely different. Maybe even neon colors would have helped you to stand them out a little bit more. But they're going to learn from this as well, you know, they're still a new group, which is fantastic. For example, here the lighting is perfect. They stand out much, much better. Maybe it was just a lighting or the lighting that wasn't that effective. Really nice. I also love the scenes so far because they also make the world look much more alive. I don't know where this is taking place, but it seems like it's everywhere, which is nice. Nice. It's all about the make-believe. You want to make sure that the group is believable when it's on set. You want to make sure that the world is as realistic as possible as well. I also like those little stickers on their eyeballs. I think those are really, you know, very nice close-ups. You know, you get a little bit of a detail here on the stickers, the heart, you know, the heart shape on the card. I think the sticker here is a little bit loose, though. It's a little bit bendy on the corner here, which is fine. But, you know, small details like this, I think is fine. This is how they should have done it maybe as well with the choreography. A little bit more intensifying the people, the group, the members. And normally I always say it's fantastic when they film all the group together, you know, to show that they are a group, which is great. But they're just missing those real punch-in shots. Maybe it's still gonna happen though, I don't know. That was actually really cool. I love this shot here where the floor breaks away or something, and then all of a sudden he's as if he's falling down. And I also love that they actually just cut it away right before he would have fallen down. But we make it think in our heads that he is gonna fall down. Really nice. Yeah, a little bit of a sloppy CGI here. I mean, it doesn't look 100% real. You can see that these are just computer-generated spears. Again, it's not a problem, but if they wanted to make this look maybe a little bit more real, it would have been nice if there were maybe a couple real ones in the wood. Again, just to make the idea more realistic, you know, that they are realistic. You know, mix reality with fake. Could have helped them. Could have helped the shot. Boom. I will say though, you know, the editors are really doing their best to make sure that the video is as crazy as possible, which I like. I think this is fantastic. Okay, does anyone notice what is wrong here? Does anyone notice it? If you have watched any of my other videos, then if you haven't, please make sure you do. But does anyone notice what is wrong here on this particular, where are we? I think I went back way too much. On this particular shot, what is wrong here? I'm gonna give you guys 5 seconds to figure it out, okay? Did you notice it? Did you notice it? Maybe you didn't. Let me explain to you what the problem is once again. When you are on a moving train, there is going to be wind. There is going to be something happening with the elements around you. What could I have done to make these shots a little bit better? Put a big ventilator in front of the direction that they're running so it looks as if they're actually on a moving platform. And nothing is moving here. The train looks like it's going very quick, but the clothes are not moving, the hair is not moving at all. It doesn't matter what kind of hair gel you're using, your hair is going to woggle all around the place, you know? And that is the most important. They could have just added this effect a little bit, but it's all about learning, you know? It's all a learning curve still for them. It would have made the green screen just much more realistic. A lot of CGI though in this video, a lot of green screen. And I like it. Like, there's nothing wrong with green screen. The color grade and everything is fantastic. It's just the elements that they use is a little bit... They don't think about... Hold up. Could the shot have been better if they actually used real cards? Like, I'm really just wondering, like, could it have been just a little bit better if they just had actual cards being flung into the air, like everyone just holding a deck and a little bit loose, maybe put some powder behind it and just, you know, to make sure that they don't stick together. Maybe that could have been nicer. I wonder why they went with this route. Again, it could be because of the CGI. Maybe they just had the limited time and space and they only had the green screen room. I cannot say, but it would have been nice if they played with some of the real effects still. Really, really good ONEUS. I can really just see the effort that the team is actually putting in making the video as good as possible. The one thing that they sadly just didn't consider are actually the elements to make the videos look more believable in reality. Again, for example, the train is the perfect example. When you are on a moving train, even by putting your head outside of the window when you're driving a car, hair is going to move. It's a bit of a shame that they just didn't consider it by adding a ventilator. Like, ventilators are things they normally have in these production houses generally standing around, so why did they not use it? Is it something they forgot? Is it something they thought about but they just still said no to? I really do not know why they went with that route. There's some elements, you know, it's some elements they really could have worked with. I hope in the future that they just can work as well with real elements, real locations. It just makes everything a little bit better. I can really just see them work much better with it. You can see that they like props, they like holding things, they like to interact with the surroundings, and that thing is taken away from them if they're working a lot with all these artificial intelligent type of articles. You know, for example, the gun was even fake when it was falling down. How cool would it have been if they actually had a gun, they dropped it somehow bounced up again, doesn't matter how many shots it took them to make it, and they actually hit it away. Would have been nice as well. But then again, this is ONEUS, they are new, they have a lot of opportunity to grow, and that is the most important. But yeah guys, thank you very much for watching my today's reaction, and like always, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and if you have any recommendations on what you want me to look at next, then please put them in the comments below. That's the best way for me to find out what you want me to do next, and I'll see you on the next video. I'll catch you then.